BalconyTV.
Hi, you're here with Peggy for Balcony TV Brighton on this beautifully festive balcony with man of the moment, JB MATHIAS, and his new song, Nothing to Show. He's got everything to show.
Gonna take this world by storm, now I got more traction than a 4x4. Gonna wage a war on the industry with the sharpest claws, and you take it from me, I'll play my own destiny. I'm craving it all. Whoa. I'll burn from birth into the candle if I'm shining bright. I'll sacrifice my sleep and work into the lonely night. 'Cause I don't even need to dream. It don't mean a thing to me if I leave this life where it's nothing to show. Well, time waits for no one and neither will I. So I'll be up and on the levels, take a lift to the sky. My progression's out of question, let's stay on the grind. The only time I'm looking back is to see how far I've come. And you'll find me completely undivided, 'cause I know I'm good enough to see me glisten in the limelight. And other times, right, I'll be the guy that's stepping on the ladder, getting out of the 9-5. Don't wanna see my life through my hindsight, 'cause I wanna try and get it right by the first time. And as it flies by, you'll go and see my name up in lights coming alive in the night time. And if you see me as I'm breaching through the ceiling, don't try and hold me down, I will remember it, I mean it, I need you all to be the fuel to my flame. What's up about in the atmosphere, it carries my name, I'll burn from birth into the candle if I'm shining bright. I'll sacrifice my sleep and work into the lonely night. 'Cause I don't even need to dream. It don't mean a thing to me if I leave this life where it's nothing to show. With nothing to show. I'll burn from birth into the candle if I'm shining bright. I'll sacrifice my sleep and work into the lonely night. 'Cause I don't even need to dream. It don't mean a thing to me if I leave this life where it's nothing to show. With nothing to show.
Anthem right there. I bet everyone down there is absolutely loving it. So tell us about the track.
That's a very good question. I'm trying to actually remember what I wrote that one. I think I just wrote that one about working hard, because when I was writing the album, I was getting kind of like frustrated with the length of time it was taking me to do everything. And then sort of I was just ending up like staying till like 3 or 4 in the morning writing stuff. And then
it can be so frustrating when you're trying to get something on paper and you're just going round and round, and it feels long.
It is like writing an album is like the longest process in the world.
To be fair though, you wrote an album and it came out.
I did write an album.
The Great Escape, not to be confused with the Great Escape Festival that is great here in Brighton.
Yeah, well, I kind of was like, once I released it, I was kind of thinking, well, next year, if I could get myself a nice slot on that bill, then it's kind of like the Great Escape at the Great Escape. So I thought that might be a good idea.
I see what you did there, marketing. I
didn't think of it at the time. I thought of it afterwards. So I can't say it's like a genius plan or nothing, but
turned into one. So well done. But yeah, tell us about the album. What's kind of the overall themes? How did it come about?
So the album started out as an EP, which was meant to be, it was pretty much just like love songs about my ex-girlfriend, and then that went tits up. So then I wrote a lot of like, not bitter songs, but like songs that weren't obviously as nice as what was going to be just on the EP, and it sort of like came as a mixture of those, and then I threw in songs like Nothing to Show and a couple of others, and yeah, just sort of as a kind of a work in progress that sort of happened. It was never really meant to be an album, but it became an album. We hit, we were #1 in the singer-songwriter charts on iTunes, which was buzzing.
Yeah,
very proud of myself for that. Yeah, so I've just literally been just doing promo for that for the last couple of months, and yeah, it's been good fun.
Honestly, it looks like it's going amazing. I've seen you're on about 50,000 people on Facebook.
Yeah,
you got your
just passed that.
yeah. Oh, sorry, just passed it.
Passed it.
Yeah, so are all your followers, I take it they're not now just from Brighton. So have you had any like ones from like random places from like New Zealand or something? Or
I mean, there's like so you can look at your analytics on Spotify.
Yeah.
So I've got like a nice little fan base in the Philippines, which is quite weird.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just cool, like having an actual fan base rather than just kind of like an extension of your friends coming to your gigs is a massive change. So it's like I did my album launch show at Patton's the other day, and so people coming down from like Scotland and Liverpool to come down for the show. So yeah, it was really nice. So yeah, that's been a great thing. It's nice to know that there's people that are actually appreciating what you're spending your hard work doing. So
definitely. And kind of speaking of, I'm almost a little bit scared for you. You've got a competition, haven't you, for your fans, where you're gonna go and do a gig in one of their living rooms. How are you gonna be selecting this? You going to the Philippines, maybe?
No, well, obviously it's going to be UK based only. I'll travel anywhere. I'll travel as far as Scotland because I can drive, but obviously I'm not going to be getting a plane to the Philippines. But no, I did one before, like last year or something like that, and I did have not a selection process. It wasn't rigged or anything, but there were a few names that I took out of the hat based upon who was like getting well creepy. So I had to.
Do we have any creepy stories that we can share?
I've had so many creepy people. Like I don't want to go into kind of names and details and stuff, but you have to kind of weed out. What if you're gonna, because it's meant to be sort of like a gig for you and your friends sort of thing. So you turn up and like you have a thing, and I can just imagine me sitting there and just like this creepy little lounge, just with her, like yeah. So like
petals on the bed,
and then never leaving that place afterwards. So I definitely need to be moderately selective. Anyone can enter. If at any stage you've expressed some weird desires, then you're automatically out of the hat.
So what we're saying here is if you have weird desires, just don't express them and you might still get picked. Cool. Okay, so man of the people, you are often found busking on the street. So I always see videos here, there and everywhere.
Yeah, I do like a bit of busking.
I know, what do you think about like the music scene here in Brighton? It seems like there's always music going on every street corner.
I think the amazing thing about Brighton, which you don't really get anywhere else, is the council kind of almost actively encourages people to busk, because I think it makes it sort of a vibrant thing. So a lot of places you have to get a licence, whereas Brighton, provided you're not pitching up on like private property or anything like that, you can pretty much do it anywhere. You know, I mean, you're not supposed to amplify, but you don't really get in trouble unless you're making a horrendous racket. So yeah, no, I love it. I haven't, because I've been a lot busy with actual original music this year, I haven't done as much busking as I'd like to. Whereas it used to be kind of like a money earner for me, and now I do it more because I enjoy it. Yeah. So whereas I like to busk with a band now rather than just myself if I go. So I've got a couple of people to do that with, and it's good fun.
That's exciting. Get like the whole crowd around.
Yeah, it's much like the actual experience of busking. Like, although I'd probably make more money by myself if I was doing it by myself, not overall, but obviously you'd have to split it three ways. Split it 3 ways with a band, but just the atmosphere in general, you get much more of a crowd and everybody gets more into it. You can obviously dance a lot more when there's a drum kit rather than just me singing with like acoustic guitar. So yeah,
definitely. I saw an interesting one the other day. It was like an ethical busker where he only played if you put money in. So as in he was like silent.
Is that ethical?
Is it ethical? I don't know.
I think that's unethical because I think you're just demanding for your time, whereas I think the amazing thing I found about busking was that like I could basically practice for free. Well, obviously get paid to just practice my songs because like nobody's really listening unless there's actually stopping. So most people just walking by. So if you're crap, am I allowed to say that? That's all right.
Go for it, whatever.
If you're not that good, then it doesn't really matter because people will just walk past you. So you're either making money for your practice or at least you're getting experience to get better. So then people will give you money in the long run. So
I like it. This is a very deep ethical conversation.
I know. I feel like I've rambled. I'm sorry.
Not at all. Not at all. So you did actually just mention before you might have a single coming out, like for a charity single, or let's get that one out. So
there's a track on the album called "If Only," which I wrote for someone who quite sadly lost his other half to brain cancer really young. So I wrote that for him. And what we're going to do is we're going to film this kind of like a really kind of like emotive music video for it, and then we're going to release it as a charity single and then split the proceeds between cancer research and I think it's Willowbrook Hospice, which is the hospice that treated the gentleman. So hopefully we can raise loads of money for them. So that's the plan next, and then
that's great.
Yeah, going to do loads of recording in January. So I'm excited.
Very exciting times ahead. It's Sweden on the cards.
Sweden is we're going to be spending a lot of January in Sweden recording. So
we can't see any more.
Yeah.
Keep track. So let's get your socials out there. Where can we see you?
You can see me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Oh my God.
Snapchat.
Whoa.
And then, you know, Spotify, iTunes.
Yeah.
These are any place you can buy or stream music where you have to pay some sort of subscription fee for. I won't let anyone have it for free at the moment.
Do it.
I still need to earn a living.
Pay the musicians, guys. Keep it ethical.
So yeah, any place you can legally buy or stream music, you can find me there. And I do loads of stuff on my online to keep people sort of going in the meantime.
Fab. Well, Jamie, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me.
No, thank you for being here. You saw him here first, Jamie MATHIAS. Jamie, I was kind of having a bit of a groove off the camera. Can you just sort of play us out and we'll have a bit of a jam? My name's your brother, so it's my mother. No.
Yeah. See, when you do your research. BalconyTV.